What's going on, everybody? We're back again with another video, and in this video I will be answering a question I get sometimes, and that question is, why do you have so many guns? Or why do you need that many guns? Or do you really need that many guns? So I'm going to answer all those questions in this video. And it's not as simple as, oh, because of this and that. There's a few reasons why, okay? Now, before I get into my personal reasons why, the number one reason I have firearms is because I have the right to keep and bear arms. And the Bill of Rights is not the Bill of Needs, right? So I don't need to have a reason because I have the right to own them. It's that simple. That's the basic answer I can give you, right? Now I'm going to give you my personal reasons on why I do. Now, before I even give you the reasons, I'm going to give you kind of an example on why people say I have so many guns. Let's just say I have multiple pistols, multiple shotguns, and multiple rifles. We'll just put it that way, okay? So your average person is going to have as many guns as I do. Now, I don't have like a crazy collection. Like some people have ridiculous collections, which I'm for it, you know. I don't have the money to have that many guns, but hopefully down the road when I get older, I'll acquire a collection like that. So I'm for it. But now to the reasons I personally have guns. Now, the main reason I got my first gun, and I've told you the story in the intro, you can go watch that, and I may do a video solely about that to get a little bit more in detail. But essentially it's because of the BLM riots that were going on and people were dying, people's homes and stuff were getting burnt down, and yeah, I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to be one of those victims, at least not that easy. So I decided to get my first firearm because of that reason. So for protection, that was why I got my first firearm. And the reason why I accumulated more over time is I enjoyed it. I enjoy shooting. I enjoyed, you know, I am intrigued by the machining, the mechanisms and everything like that. I love certain designs. So it's become a hobby for me. And while I have a few firearms that work as tools, right? They have a job. I have some that aren't, they're not my tools. They're more collecting things, and they're collection pieces. And excuse me, so like, okay, I'll have a pistol for defense, I'll have a carry gun, like a pistol for home defense, a carry gun, and then I'll have a rifle, a home defense rifle, a home defense shotgun, and that's basically my tools. But then I have other ones that may have different usages. Like I'll do reviews on all of them over time, but I have a shotgun that's a hunting shotgun. So if I needed to hunt birds or whatever, deer or just whatever, it's built that way for hunting. I have a home defense shotgun that's built for more home defense. I have an AR-15 that's built for home defense. I got one that I made for SHTF. So they all have their usages, right? And I dictate what their usages is, and that's it. It's that simple. I love taking them apart and cleaning them from time to time. I love upgrading them, accessorizing them, and stuff like that. And I just love tinkering with my firearms. Okay, it's not like I wouldn't call myself addicted, but I'm very infatuated or whatever with them. I love all types of designs. I'm not a person who just collects one type of gun, like you got your Glock guys who only buy Glocks. No, I have a few Glocks, but I have also other firearms, as you see in some of the reviews, that are not Glocks. So I like pistols, shotguns, rifles. I love all types of guns, and I have a vast collection of different types for different experiences, right? And that's why I have the assortment I do. And having as much guns as I do may come in handy one day. Here's an example. SHTF, zombie apocalypse, whatever. and I have multiple family members and friends that aren't armed. They don't have firearms. Well, I can only shoot one or two. I can only basically single-handedly use one or two guns at a time. One gun at a time as far as shooting, but I can carry a pistol on my hip and then have a primary rifle. So 2 guns max that I can really deal with at one point in time. So what I can do is arm my friends and family to give us a better fighting chance to either defend ourselves or whatever, you know. So that could be very useful, you know. And I know some people think, well, that's unrealistic, zombie apocalypse. I'm not even just talking about zombie apocalypse, right? I'm talking about SHTF, where without rule of law, where there's no police to help you, there's nothing there, you got to fend for yourself. That's what I'm talking about. And I can arm multiple people in my home if they're here or whatever. So, you know, that's another like way. And then people ask me, because I have multiple AR-15s, and they'll say, why you need that many AR-15s? Well, the thing is, I don't like it when people ask me, what do I need it? Like I said, it's not the bill of needs, it's the bill of rights. I have the right to own it. You don't need half the shit that you have, realistically, right? You don't need that high-tech smartphone that you have, that iPhone that unlocks your screen with your face and searches all the interwebs, and you can find anything in a second. You know what I mean? You don't need that, right? You can do just fine without it. You don't need Wi-Fi. Some people might need Wi-Fi, or they might go crazy, but I'm just kidding. But you don't need Wi-Fi. You don't need any of this stuff that we're privileged to own. You don't need a crazy fast car. You don't need a crazy expensive clothing. You don't need half of the things that we interact with in our day-to-day lives, that we treat ourselves with. You don't need, but you want them. In the case of firearms, we have the right to own them. Unlike all that other shit, firearms, owning them is a right. So that puts it above everything else, you know what I mean? And it's basically, the right question is, why do you own so many? That's the right question. Do you need, or why do you need, or do you really need those? Do you really need that many? Like, come on now. Do you really need that many guns? That's the wrong question to be asking, because it's not about need. Who knows what I might need? Like I just gave you the example. If shit hits the fan happens and I have multiple people in my home that need to be armed just in case we get attacked, then I do need all these firearms. In most cases though, you're not going to need a lot of guns, but it's not about need. And who are you to tell me what I need? Just like I don't tell you what you need, you know, you can't tell me what I need, okay? And it just boils down to that simple fact. We have the right to keep and bear arms. Whether or not you choose to do that or not, it's on you. But we have that right. So don't sit here and look at my assortment of guns and you're like, whoa, what do you need that many for? And the thing is, some people think because you collect firearms or you have a lot of firearms and ammunition that you're crazy and you're gonna turn into like a psycho, which I'm sorry, but firearms don't make you psycho. A shortage up here makes you psycho. So I don't know, man. People just got the wrong idea. Even some gun owners, I hear that they'll ask me, you know, why do you need this? It's not about need, okay? It's really not. It's about I want it. I have the right to own it. It's that simple. And if you can't accept that answer, well, that's too bad for you, because it has nothing to do with you. It's my shit. So, but that's kind of the explanation on why, you know, why I have so many I do. I'm not going to give you a number. Just don't think you need a number. They'll just say it's a good amount. Your average person isn't going to have as many guns as I do. But I am proud. I'm a proud gun owner, and I'm proud to own these fine pieces of machinery. And I hope to acquire more as I get older. You know, these things do cost money, so it's not like I can just go and just buy whatever, and they take up space. So, but yeah, that's essentially it. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. Once again, it's not a bill of needs, it's a bill of rights. So if you're asking why do you need, you're asking the wrong question. You should be asking, why do you own, or why do you have so many? That's fine to ask that, because that's curiosity, and everybody has their different reasons on why they own firearms. Some people own them because they're tools and tools only, and I only need one for this and one for this, and I'm good to go. Some people like me are more collectors. Now, I'm a collector because I will get firearms that I'm not gonna really actively use as far as like a serious role, like in like a home defense situation or anything like that. No, they just sit there. But I do have guns that I have that are tools, but they're not all that way. So I am more of a collector, but I'm not somebody who only collects and I don't shoot them. No, I shoot my guns, but not all of them are for defensive purposes, and that's okay, because I admire some of the designs. Some of the designs are older, you know, like your double barrel shotguns or your 1911s or revolvers, anything like that. Those are older designs, and those don't stack up as well as some other competitors as far as defensive use, so I'm not going to use those. But I will proudly own them. I would proudly admire them. I would probably learn more about the engineering and stuff like that, which is no problem with me. But anyway, that's basically it, y'all. Like the video, comment if you have any suggestions or anything like that, anything to say. I'm open to it. If you disagree with me on anything, if I'm saying anything that you don't like or you don't agree with, whatever, just let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the comments below why you own firearms. Let me know. I'm curious to see the different answers below. But subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the podcast channel, Centerfire Podcast. Go subscribe to Mark's channel. There's a lot of content for you guys to watch. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.